Welcome to Ogle's channel. Thanks for watching today. And today we're going to talk about the 25 worst Pokemon of all time. According to USA Today, sports division. They have a sports division called For the Win where they do like NFL, NBA, other sports, and of course, Pokemon. I mean, it doesn't really fit with that, but hey, if USA Today wants to venture into the Pokemon world, by all means, welcome to the Pokemon world. So today let's take a look at what they say are the 25 worst Pokemon of all time. Now before we jump into number 25, I do like to just point out how they described all 25 of these. They said it's the nicest way possible, some of the most pointless, hideous, or frankly stupid creatures in the history of human imagination. Man, that is painful. Now coming in at number 25 is a Pokemon named Stunfisk. Now keep in mind, I may say some of these Pokemon wrong, their names anyway, because I know Generation really well, and there's like 900 Pokemon now, and it may be the first time I've ever seen or heard of most of these Pokemon, including old Stunfisk here. But let's take a look and see why Stunfisk is the 25th worst Pokemon. It says, looking at Stunfisk makes us uncomfortable. While it's evidently based on some kind of flatfish, it's significantly more unnerving than a standard flounder or sole. Just look at that smile. Horrifying. I guess, I mean, looks pretty happy to me. It's rumored that Stunfisk was a result of one of the artists at Game Freak wanting to create the flattest Pokemon ever, which is a bit of a strange design brief. Looking at it now, it's safe to say that they succeeded. Fun fact, the same artist was also the genius behind the keys. I don't know what that means. But, I mean, there he is. It's a flat little fish. I don't know. I mean, is he that bad? I mean, you can let me know in the comments down below if you agree with any of these or disagree with all of these. You know, let me know in the comments below. Coming in number 24 is a Pokemon called Archeops. Archeops. That's gotta be how it is. I mean, he's a colorful looking fella. Probably representative of what, minus maybe some of the colors anyway, what dinosaurs might have looked like. But this is an utterly intolerable, useless Pokemon. Not only does it look stupid, when its health drops to half, its attack and special are halved as well. That does sound awful. This reader happens to exactly 0 other Pokemon. Archeops is a special kind of idiot. This lad has no redeeming qualities. Pretty wild to think that there are 23 Pokemon worse than it, eh? Man, I mean, yeah, it sounds awful. I mean, his design looks alright. I don't mind the design, but yeah, that's or special going in half and all that other stuff. Alright, coming in at number 23 is Throw. I guess that's how you would say it? Throw? Maybe? He looks a little bit like the thing from Fantastic Four, if he was like a karate champion. It says humanoid Pokemon shouldn't be a thing. I guess. It's fine for bipedal mons like Alakazam to have some kind of vaguely human shape when it is as discernible as it is with Throw. It's just weird. I mean, is he that much more human-like than Alakazam? I think that's a stretch. But plainly, there is no good reason for this Pokemon to exist. Also, where do they get their outfits from when they're not training? Do they spend their downtime making them? A bit odd to think of this lad sat at a loom. Also, Throw is called Throw because it likes to throw things. Yeah, I'll admit the name is sort of dumb on there. But where to get his outfit from? I mean, they've had like outfits on like all the generation of Pokemon, hadn't they? I mean, surely there was some Generation 1 and 2 Pokemon that had outfits. I mean, didn't like Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, he had an outfit. So I don't think that's a big deal. All right, coming in number 22 is Sawk. And once again, my pronunciation may be completely wrong. Sawk is bad for similar reasons as Throw, although its slimmer body is somewhat even more uncanny, a downright awful Pokemon. That's all we get for that one. I mean, I'm not sure what generation these are from. I got a feeling that's like this generation's version of Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. And I don't know, I think I'm being a little harsh on these fellas. Alright, number 21 is Watchog. And it doesn't look like a hog at all. It looks more like a chipmunk mixed with a cat. It says Patrat could have easily earned a spot on this list, but it's unfortunately outshone by its evolved form. What does a Patrat look like? We need to look up Patrat and put his picture on here. Let's just look up Patrat right now. Patrat, let's see. Patrat Pokemon. Looks alright. Just looks like a really, really angry chipmunk. I mean, is he that much worse than the evolved form? Just like the evolved form just sort of got a little yellow Power Ranger outfit. That's all. But anyway, it says every time we see Watchog, we feel a bit ill. Its eyes are everything good about Luxray's eyes, except somehow 100 times worse in every way. Its face is not cute, it's weird, and worst of all, it stands with some kind of unflinchingly straight posture that actually makes you feel queasy. It just looks wrong. It's all wrong. I mean, it's the argument on the eyes, I'm not sure if that really holds up because it's the same eyes as its unevolved form. I don't know. And I like how it went from being a rat to a hog, but it looks like a cat. All right, let's keep going here. Number 20, Wormadam or Wormadam. Wormadam? Wormadam. I don't give a damn. Wormadam. It's been 16 years since Wormadam was introduced to the world of Pokemon, and we still have absolutely no idea what it's supposed to be. It looks unhygienic, to say the least. If we saw it walking down the road, we would slowly but surely back away and pretend we didn't. It's best not to dwell too long on unpleasant thoughts. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. I guess it's a rock type Pokemon, but boy, I agree. This one's weird looking. Look at like that look of desperation. Is that its mouth right there? I mean, like, it's like, let me out of here. All right, number 19, Licky Licky. This has got to be some sort of new form of Lickitung, which was already a odd Pokemon. To throw a evolved form in here, man, Lickitung looks like it's been like its tongue became its head almost. Like a tongue came out of its head, did like a little curly Q on top. It's got like a bib and like a Wi-Fi signal on it. I don't know. Lick-a-lily. I'm not liking it. This is Dear Reader. What is this Dear Reader stuff? Like, who writes like this for the USA Today? This Dear Reader is a truly reprehensible Pokemon. As if Lickitung wasn't disgusting enough, it evolves into an even bigger Pokemon with an even worse tongue. Hey, at least I'm on the same page as the USA Today here. Any trainer who uses Lickitung or Licky, whew, that's a tongue twister, speaking of tongue, is extremely sus. You can't trust them. You shouldn't go anywhere near them. You need to instantly forget you ever met them the second you encounter is over. Otherwise, this tongue will live in your brain rent-free, ruining every moment of joy from now until the end of eternity. That seems a bit extreme, but yeah, I mean, it's weird. All right, number 15, Garbodor. Garbodor looks like a piece of garbage that became like a rat, maybe? A rat garbage? Actually, you know what that looks like? That looks like something you see on like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That totally looks like the style of some sort of villain that you would see on that show. That's what I had to say. Obviously, we had to include the Pokemon that's just a big pile of trash. Yeah, that's what I thought about it. Our hot take is that Trubbish, the Pokemon who evolves into Garbodor, is actually amazing. Like the rest of us, it just becomes progressively more garbage as it gets older. Just imagine how bad this lab would smell. You're sitting in your living room, chilling out while listening to music. You smell it before you see it. A nasal assault determined to inflict sensory damage. Your nose crunches up, develops sentience, and attaches itself from your face before growing legs and running away, never to be seen again. Garbodor sits there, expressionless, and with a slight twitch to the left, rips the loudest fart in recorded history, repugnant. I mean, they really hate some of these Pokemon. I mean, if the description wasn't bad enough, it's got to have that like, fart at the end. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess Pokemon fart. I don't know. I've never even considered that as an option. But if one was going to, the garbage Pokemon would have the worst of all. All right, number 17, Klinklang. Oh, that looks like some sort of development of the metal Pokemon. Like, what was that one in Generation 1? Magneton? Magatron? No, that's not Power Rangers. That's like a I don't know. Magna something. It says we're all familiar with gears. What we are remarkably less familiar with is the idea of said gears having eyes and a brain. How are you supposed to put your bike in fifth gear if fifth gear can just say, sorry about this, but I'm a bit tired today. Maybe check in with fourth or sixth to see if they can help you out. That sounds really like a dumb way to say this. One of the most stupid things about the Klink family is its evolutionary line. It starts off as just one gear, Klink, then it becomes two gears, known as Clank, and before finally reaching its ultimate form of 30 gears, and they are called, and get this, Klinklang, which is this Pokemon right here. At least Abracadabra Alakazam evolves wordplay a child might find interesting. I don't think that's any worse wordplay. I agree it's sort of a Pokemon, but I don't think it deserves number 17. It's definitely better than a Garbodor. I mean, come on. Number 16. Now, this one I've always been baffled at. Oh, it went away. Vanilla Looks. And that's got, there was a Pokemon with just one vanilla comb. There's like the pre-evolved version of this. It said, before we hurl insults at a ice cream cone, let it be known that our hatred for Vanilla Looks is not so basic as to be rooted firmly in the idea of an ice cream cone Pokemon is obviously stupid. No, I agree with that. Ice cream, boy, tongue twister again. Ice cream cone Pokemon is inherently stupid. Sorry. We're just going to keep on skipping past that because that is a dumb Pokemon. Cryogonal. Whew, boy, these words. And what the heck is that? That is not a Pokemon. That is a shape. That is a shape. That's not a Pokemon. It says it's a snowflake except totally frozen. Snowflakes are totally frozen. I had to break it to USA Today, but that's what a snowflake is. Apparently it lures its prey to places no human has ever ventured in chains made of ice crystals. That sounds cool. I don't see what's problem with that. There's nothing good about this Pokemon, so let's see what they have to say. It's both moronic and malicious. The only way it would be valuable would it be if it were real and it appeared every time someone online called you a snowflake, freeing us of that crude, irritated, and intent-contorted word forevermore. Man, they're starting to sound like a snowflake on here, USA Today. I think you got the problem on that one. Binnacle. Well. A rock with 2 eggs for a head with claws coming out of it, and a tail made of lettuce. Yeah, that's a weird one, Binnacle. The first time we saw Geodude, we thought a rock with arms, how creative. It's the kind of thing you'd expect Game Freak would only attempt once. Unfortunately, your ground floor expectations are far too high. Binnacle is also a rock with arms, except the arms also have faces and protrude from its mineral body vertically instead of horizontally. It has claws for hair and is always furious. It's one of the most stupid looking things we have ever seen, and it doesn't even make the top 10 when it comes to the worst Pokemon of all time. Huh. Alright, number 13, Pidove. Pidove looks like a bird. I don't see what the problem is here. We'll be honest, we hate pigeons. See, already, they are biased against Pidove because they hate pigeons. They say they're disease-carrying vermin who move as if they're either possessed or dead. Come on. It's a pigeon. I think there's a lot of grudge there. It doesn't need to be. I think their hate for Pidove is too high. Let's move on. Frillish. Hey, I remember him. He was in the Pokemon Snap. Obviously, he's in other Pokemon games, but that's where I know him from. Horrifying, blood-curdling, distressing in the most violent way possible. We don't even want to write a blurb for this one. A spectral jellyfish who abducts people and Pokemon to imprison them, torture them, and eat them? No thanks, we're good. The evil jellyfish can ruin someone else's day. I mean, Frillish sounds pretty awesome, really. I mean, that's some pretty cool lore, especially when he looks so happy. No, he doesn't need to be on this list. Bad decision. Bad decision. All right, number 11. Cricketune. That's it. Cricketune. Cricketune looked pretty cool, like a ladybug with mixed with cipher, sort of like a ninja. It says, "Look at this gloriously ridiculous moron. His mustache goes straight out of his nostrils and it has a finger that is far too long." No, that's like it's cipher, like that Pokemon. It's like a knife for an arm. Cricketune is so stupid that we don't even hate it. Despite being lower on this list, we actually detest Mons like Lickalilly and Pidove way more. What is with Pidove? Pidove is fine. It's just a pigeon. Alright, that's dumb. That Pokemon's fine as well. Cricketune, you're off this list. You don't count. And nor does Pidove. Heatmore. Now, Heatmore looks pretty cool. It's like a Magmar mixed with a little bit of like an anteater almost, maybe. This Pokemon is just stupid. It's really, really stupid. Well, how can you fight against an argument like that? We still can't understand what led to its existence. Probably because people at Game Freak were like, let's combine a Magmar with an anteater. And this is what came up. Maybe a little sand slash while you're at it. Now let's keep going here. Swallow-Lot. Now this one, I'll agree with. It looks like a playing card mixed with like a spaghetti for the mustache, mixed with what's that blue fella from McDonald's? Grimace, mixed with Grimace. It says on here, bet you thought we meant muck when we mentioned a pile of sludge at the start of this article. Nope, muck is brilliant. The award for worst pile of sludge goes to this idiot. I agree with that. Muck is way better looking than Swallow-Lot. Yeah, Swallow-Lot deserves to be on this list. Look at this little fella. Spewpaw. Spewpaw looks like a Togepi owl. I guess. That's sort of what I think about it anyway. Everything about this Pokemon sucks. Even its name is literally Spewpaw. Now, what's wrong with Spewpaw? I don't have a problem with that. We have no idea what it is, but we can guarantee you it isn't clean, cute, or cuddly. I disagree. It's very clean looking. It has no trash on it. It is very cute. And cuddly and cute are nearly the same thing when it comes to Pokemon. Spewpaw, you're fine. You're fine. All right, Palpitoad. Did I say it? Palpitoad? Looks like a Poliwag. Something went wrong with that. See, now, I agree with this one. That mouth right there, look at that smile. It looks like a, I don't know. I don't like this fella. First of all, what the hell? I agree. Timpole is cute and Seismitoad is pretty cool, but Palpitoad exists as a strange bridge between those two states that is just awful. It's kind of like most of us. We're cute as babies. We go through a phase of looking extremely weird and eventually look into a mirror one day before exclaiming, "Hang on, have I been going out in public dressed like this?" I can relate. Just look at the growths on his head. They're like the terrible hats people used to wear as teenagers, all of which have since been burned. Hey, I don't burn my hats. The memories, however, the memories remain. Yeah, he's weird. I don't like him. Number 6, Swirlix. He's all right. I like that little goofy looking creature, like a cloud mixed with a flying squirrel, sort of. Disgusting. Man, like they are like, come on, disgusting. They look at that and say disgusting. It says Game Freak really said, let's make a Pokemon as sweet as sugar, and came out with this monstrosity. No. That Pokemon is fine as well. Woobat. People often complain about Zubat, but that's mostly just because of how prevalent it was in Generation 1 caves. In general, Zubat is pretty great. See, I disagree. Zubat was not pretty great. Zubat was a lame Pokemon. And this Pokemon looks way more cuddly than a Zubat. Let's see. Woobat, though, this guy's woefully bad. A ball of fluff with a pig nose and one tooth. Alright, so that explains that. Sounds interesting in theory, but looks ridiculous in execution. 10 out of 10 would not catch. Oh, please. You know they caught it when it came to completing that Pokédex. Number 4, Swoobat. Well, it really knocking the bats down here at the bottom. What's worse than a Woobat? Its evolved form, obviously, hideous. You know what's even more hideous? I'm going to guess number 3 is going to be going on with something about the bats. Let's see. No. All right. Bruxish. Yeah, that looks like it, or a clown, a terrifying clown. Genuinely disgusting in his most visually oppressive way possible. Bruxish earns the bronze medal for worst Pokemon of all time thanks to its teeth, shape, and general vibe. The first time we saw this Pokemon, we thought it was a meme. As it turns out, it's very much real and very much bad. Yeah, that is one ugly Pokemon. Not a fan. It deserves to be on this list. All right, Gumshoes. Surely that's not supposed to be like gum on your shoes, and that's what is representative here. Surely not. He's just, he's weird looking, but all right. In second place, we have one of the worst sights a human can see, Gumshoes, who was unfortunate enough to be created with a name almost as dreadful as his appearance. It's pretty weird to see a Generation 7 Pokemon break the top 3. Aloha introduced tons of excellent mons, boasting what is arguably one of the strongest lineups of new designs in Pokemon history. Gumshoe is probably added just to bring the average down. If every new Pokemon is great, you'll have the immense pressure on you to produce the goods next time. Thanks to Gumshoes, pretty much everything Game Freak did with Sword and Shield would have been seen as an improvement on at least one aspect of the previous generation. But enough of Gumshoes. It's time to move on to what is officially the worst Pokemon ever conceived. Now, I have not looked at this. I'm anxious to see. And also what generation it might be from. Number 1. What? No. It cannot do a Generation 1 Pokemon. Parasect? No. That's impossible. That's impossible. Here we are, folks. The single most worst Pokemon of all time, Paras. It might seem sacrilegious to say this about a mon from Pokemon's beloved first generation. Yes, it is sacrilegious. And evidently I've got his name wrong. It's not Parasect. That's the evolution. It's just Paras. There has never been anything good about Paras ever. It looks terrible for its woeful stats. It appears far too often for how awful it is. It's just bad in every single way. Yes, this was almost entirely influenced by how annoying Paras is in Pokemon Legends. Our point still stands. Paras bad. No. This list is officially a piece of trash because they picked a Generation 1 Pokemon as the worst looking Pokemon or the worst Pokemon of all time. We had a pile of garbage in this list. We had a ice cream cone in this list. We had something that sounded like gum on your shoe on this list. This is like No, this is a horrible list. I think USA Today needs to stick with, I guess, real issues. And it's also weird that people who write things about the NFL and NBA have written a Pokemon article, and they picked this as the worst Pokemon of all time. You know, I just highly disagree with what most of this article has to say. But what do you guys think? What do you think is the worst Pokemon of all time? Do you think it's one of these 25? Do you think Paris is the worst Pokemon of all time? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, go out there and find a great game to play. Just simply have a great rest of the day.